Hello! Good day, everyone, and welcome to our Science 8 class. This is Teacher Donna, your science teacher for second quarter, MELT 2. Are you ready for another exciting science lesson? And so am I. So let's get started. I want you to take a look and observe these pictures. What is the phenomenon shown in these pictures? Yes, you are right. This event is an earthquake. Have you experienced an earthquake? Have you seen damages brought by earthquakes on TV, newspaper, on Facebook, or heard about it over the local radio news? Yes, earthquake will come anytime and its strength varies in different places. For today's discussion, we will be exploring the concepts of earthquakes and faults. At the end of this presentation, you are expected to differentiate the focus and epicenter of an earthquake, differentiate the intensity and magnitude of an earthquake, and differentiate active and inactive faults. What is an earthquake? Earthquake is the shaking or trembling of the Earth's surface caused by a sudden release of energy. It is also one of the most dangerous phenomena that occurs anytime, anywhere. The Philippines lies in the Pacific Ring of Fire, which means we are in the region where earthquake and volcanic eruptions may occur. The place where earthquake is actually generated and is often hundreds of feet below the surface is called the focus. And the point on the surface of the earth directly above the focus is called its epicenter. An earthquake's most intense shaking is often felt near the epicenter. However, the vibrations from the earthquake can still be felt and detected hundreds or even thousands of miles away from the epicenter. How strong is an earthquake? Well, there are two major scales where earthquakes can be measured. These are magnitude and intensity. Magnitude is the measure of energy released by an earthquake. It is measured by an instrument called seismograph. The magnitude uses Hindu-Arabic numerals like 4, 5, or 6. A seismometer detects the vibration caused by an earthquake, which are plotted by a seismograph. The strength or magnitude of an earthquake is measured using the Richter scale is numbered 0 to 10. What is intensity? Intensity measures how strong or weak is the shaking produced by an earthquake at a certain location. Intensity is determined from effects on people, human structures, and the natural environment. This is the modified Mercalli scale that measures the effects of earthquake on the Earth's surface. This scale is composed of 12 increasing levels of intensity that range from imperceptible shaking to catastrophic destruction and is designated by Roman numerals. The scale does not have a mathematical basis. Instead, it is an arbitrary ranking based on observed effects. Now I'm gonna show you a video of our recent news coverage of an earthquake.
We are waking up to the aftermath of a powerful earthquake that shook parts of Mindanao last night. Here's what we know so far. The magnitude 7.1 tremor struck the waters off Jose Abad Santos town in Davao Occidental at 8:23 p.m. and it was felt at as high as intensity 5 in General Santos City, as well as in the towns of Kiamba, Glan, Maitom, and Malungon in Sarangani. According to FIVOLCS, intensity 5 means shaking was strong and the tremor was generally felt by most people indoors and outdoors. It also means hanging objects swing violently and small, light, and unstable objects may fall or overturn. The earthquake was also felt in other provinces in Mindanao. It was at intensity 4 or moderately strong in several towns and cities, including Davao City.
And now let's discuss about faults. A fault is defined as a geological fracture wherein the movement of the masses of rocks has displaced parts of the Earth's crust. A rapid movement of a fault may produce a powerful energy that can trigger a strong earthquake. There are three types of faults. We have the normal, reverse, and strike-slip fault. Normal fault forms as a result of tension. The rock layers in the Earth's crust are pulled apart and the gravity causes one section to move downward in relation to the other. Reverse fault forms because of compression. The rock layers in the Earth's crust are squeezed together and the forces pushes one section upward in relation to the other. Strike-slip fault forms when rock layers on the opposite sides of the fault slide past one another horizontally. This type of fault is sometimes called a tear wrench or a transcurrent fault. Now let us discuss active and inactive faults. Active fault is one that has moved in the past and is expected to move again. From the word itself, active, meaning it has an ability to generate earthquakes. Geologists consider faults as active when there has been seismic activity observed during last 10,000 years. While inactive faults have structure that can be identified but do not have earthquakes. If a fault has been inactive for millions of years, it's certainly safe to call it inactive. However, some faults only have large earthquakes once in 1,000 of years, and geologists need to evaluate carefully their hazard potential. Here's a map of distribution of active faults in the Philippines. Now take a look on those solid lines because they are noted as the active faults in the Philippines. Here's the list of active fault lines in the Philippines. We have the Marikina Valley Fault, we have the Western Philippines Fault, Eastern Philippine Fault, Southern of Mindanao Fault, and the Central Philippine Fault. What should you do if you are inside your home or in a building where an earthquake occurs? Always apply drop, cover, and hold. Get under a desk or a table and hang onto it or move into a hallway or against an inside wall. Stay clear of the windows, fireplaces, and heavy furnitures or appliances. Get out of the kitchen, which is a dangerous place. Things can fall on you. Don't run downstairs or rush outside while the building is shaking or while there is a danger of falling and hurting yourself or being hit by a falling glass or. And that ends our lesson for today. See you on our next science journey. Good day, everyone!